Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Soul Purpose Leaders Interview. Today, we have an amazing lady, and she's well known. Okay, her name is Nawar, and she's going to share with us her knowledge and also her love of poetry. This interview are here because of people like her. They are working within and they are working with their passion and their purpose to share with everybody out there, and also supporting people with their own dreams and making it to a reality. um, Thank you for joining, Nawar. Thank you. And also I wanted to share something about her. uh, who is she? Nawar Said, founder of UIS, Union in Speech, and Poet. What is Union in Speech? Is Union in Speech is a poetry platform that shares people's words, passion, poetry, meeting new people, talking, sharing people's poetry. Wow. Why poetry? It's therapy and allows her to get everything out, message to the world, show endless amounts of love, kindness, and warmth to people, and you'll receive it all back. Boomerang effect, that's the way I call it. New things coming up, more online poetry events, collaboration events, and starting a new online movement soon. Wow, we're going to hear all of that. So let's get ready. Welcome, Nawar. And how are you today?
I am good. I'm good. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And so we didn't have a surprise. I ruined it by saying we already about poetry and everything. Um, I would like to know, at what age did you know that you love poetry?
Okay. Um, well, so maybe about 13, 14, I'd say something around that age. Well, you have like identity crisis, you learn things about yourself, you learn things about the world, and you have friends, you have drama and all of that, and you're angry about things that's happening in the world. And I would just write it down in like a notebook, and yeah, I didn't really think it would turn into poetry until many years later. But yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. And did you get like someone started you up, or is it just yourself?
I think when I got more inspired is when in school in English literature we started doing poetry, and there was this poem called I Am, and then it was like I am a flower, I am this, I am that, and then it just inspired me from there to want to start writing more focused about what I was writing, not just writing to get it all out, like realizing that what I was writing was poetry, and I think that was in like year 10, so I don't remember how old I would have been, maybe 15. So yeah, that's I think what made it on from there.
That's amazing. Have you, when you start to know that your writing is poetry, and
Yeah.
who was the first person you shared to?
Um, to be honest, for a long time I kept it all to myself. Nobody knew. Even my family didn't know I wrote poetry. But I think that when I finally did show people, it was my mom and my sister who I showed my poetry to first. And yeah, they were like, "Wow, you do this? That's something we didn't know about you."
Wow, that's amazing. And was it like anyone in your family who ever, like they show interest in poetry?
Um, No, not really. We're all really like open-minded and really we always say what we think. So I think maybe that's where poetry came from. I was always comfortable with saying my feelings, not even necessarily to people, but to the paper at least. And yeah,
Wow, that's amazing. Now, you started a platform of unions in speech. Tell me a
yeah.
bit about that.
Okay. So basically, after I couldn't find um the career I wanted to go down, I decided to start my own thing, which was the poetry platform, Union and Speech. And my idea was to unite people with speech. So with anything that you would say, poetry and stuff. So that's why it's Union and Speech. Um, and yeah, so when I started it, I just wanted it to be a local area thing, but it ended up becoming bigger than that. And I started going into social media and found a whole new other poetry community there. So yeah, I've been thankful to be able to do that.
Wow, that's beautiful. And also in that platform, you don't put your own work, do you? You put other people's work.
No, no. Yeah, I feel
Tell
like
us
the
a bit.
most important thing,
Mm.
yeah, the most important thing about this platform, because as a poet, I knew how hard it was to not be able to share my words at events and stuff. So I wanted to be able to give that platform to other people, no matter if it was online or in person. And I don't want it to make it about me just because it's my platform, it's not my poetry. If I wanted that, I could make my own poetry page about my own poetry, but I didn't want that. I wanted to share other people's. Um, and yeah, it's just so important to me to share other people's words. Yeah, that was really the main thing, really, to share the words with other people and the way that they've written them and the way that they want people to read them. So
Wow. And do you have like do you talk to them first, or they just send you the work and then you just put it up? How does it work?
um sometimes I'll speak to them. Sometimes they'll just DM me saying, "Can you share this on your page? Thank you." And then, or sometimes I'll just do it and they won't even realize I've shared it. That's I think that's one of the nicest things when someone shared something that's yours and you don't know that they've shared it. But yeah, usually I'll speak to the person after I've shared something because they'll be like really thankful or something and they want to speak about their piece. And yeah, so
Wow, that's really amazing, because the whole point of life sometimes is not just about you rising, but it's like
mm,
we are all rising together, and that is the
together, yeah.
beauty of it. So yeah, that's
Mm.
amazing. Tell us, because you are a young lady, and I believe that there's more in life you want as well. How do you feel about what is the next step for you?
Next step. I just feel like if I carry on going as I am, like with good intentions and knowing that what I'm doing is good and I'm not gonna miss, it's not gonna get mm, like muddled along the way, kind of thing. Um, that if I want to share my voice and my passion is to share other people's voices, that I think it will just kind of carry on going from there.
Mm.
And yeah.
Okay. If you've got a do you have like something coming up for you?
Yeah, so I have done 2 online poetry events already, and I'm hoping to plan another one for September and October. And have some collaborations online, so like an hour IGTV lives with people,
Yes.
um, planned. So yeah, with other artists on Instagram.
Wow, that's amazing. And do you do this monthly, or is it like one-off?
I'm hoping what the open mics or the IG lives.
The IG lives and the open mics, how does it work?
The The open mics is hopefully most supposed to be once a month, and the IG lives is kind of gonna happen whenever I have somebody who's interested. So I have 2 musicians at the moment who I know that would are interested to speak about what they do, and yeah,
So they approach you, or you approaching them?
I approach them. So we have an hour discussion. Like, so I've done one already with a lady who's that infuse our creativity in our art.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that conversation was about, and that's what these our conversations are gonna be focused around. Just real talk, like no fakeness.
Wow, that's amazing. And
Mhm.
all of this is on on your Instagram, the Union in Speech.
Yeah,
So
Union
everyone
Speech
can get.
Instagram. It's really colourful. Yeah, it's like UIS, and it's got different colours, so it's quite distinctive.
Mm.
Can't miss it when you type it in.
And
Yeah.
they can be able to see the lives, when is it going to happen and everything. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I advertise quite a lot and I post quite a lot. So yeah.
That's great. And what is the message you want to share to the world?
My message to share to the world is what I said before, really, is that anything you give to people and that you show to people will come back to you. It will be paid back to you. Like love, compassion, showing just, yeah, just the basic things of being nice. I know people don't like that word nice, but I think, yeah, just being nice and open and not seeing people for who you think they are, but just being open to speak to someone, even if you judge their Instagram page or what you think they do. Just have a normal conversation with them, and
Mm.
you'll see from there that they're just the same as you.
That's so true. And so you mentioned Instagram. Is that the
Yeah.
place that you always are, or is there other places that you love to hang out as well?
To be honest, I wasn't supposed to be focused only around Instagram. I was supposed to be my website, but I think over time, Instagram has grown on me and my platform has found its audience mainly on Instagram. So I've kind of pursued only with Instagram. I post occasionally on Facebook, not as much on Twitter, and on my website too, which you can find like blogs and stuff on there. And yeah, so it's mainly Instagram for now, I would say.
That's amazing. And I am so happy and I'm so grateful to have you today, Nawar. And you've been amazing. So thank you so
Thank
much. I
you.
applaud you. And I'm looking forward, okay, to your next adventure. And can't wait to bring you back. So I hope you will want to come back next time.
Yes, please. That would be amazing. If you want,
Uh,
if you have, I have about 5 minutes if you want me to perform something.
yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Obviously, I know that I don't share much, so I thought I'd use this opportunity to share a little bit.
That's fine.
Um, so this poem is called Awareness. As I'm sat here watching Netflix on my phone, I think of those in need. Those right now across the world that have nothing, are hiding away from the bad people, are crying and scared because they have no food. Could you imagine not being able to give food to your baby brother or sister? Having to search the nearest and farthest bins to find something, something your baby can have while they starve. See, your health doesn't matter when the person you love needs you most. Be grateful for that. Be appreciative that you can go to your tap and find running clean water. You can go in your cupboards and find snacks and go in the fridge and find fresh food. We may not all be in the best position. We may not all have thousands of pounds to spend on meals and nights out, but time is something we all have. We have to take the time to recognize what we have. Thank our parents and our guardians for giving us a home, our house, money, and food. Thank the people around you, because as much as we've become desensitized to what's happening in Syria, Yemen, Burma, Palestine, China, and many more countries, time is the most precious thing. Taking the time to just be grateful, saying I love you to the ones you care for, because you never know what can happen. Things like Manchester and Grenfell and Lebanon happen all the time. So don't forget to love. Don't forget to cry. Don't forget to laugh. And don't forget to live with awareness, because that's the beginning to solving the 21st century's problems. Thank you very much.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh my God. It's so true what you say there, because end of the day, when we're living in Western country, we don't feel
Yeah,
sometimes how hard other people are living. And you know,
yeah,
what you're saying is comes to the reality of life, and every single
yeah,
day to wake up in the morning and say, you know, thank you, God, for giving me everything you are giving to me. So thank you so
yeah,
much. And that's a
100%.
piece of poem that people will go over and come back to it, because it's very
Yeah,
important message. So thank you. Do you want to say
thank
anything
you so
before
much.
we go?
Um, for anyone, I know that within lockdown, like mental health and everything has been struggling for all of us, and I want anyone to message me if they want something they want to get off their chest, because in the next few months I want to start a movement called #SpeakUp. That's going to be around mental health only, because I realize as this platform grows, I want to address issues that are important to all of us, and I do believe that mental health is one of them. So yeah, I just feel like I'd well, not just erase awareness like that poem says, but just do action on it. And yeah, so that's the last thing I want to leave off with.
Thank you so much. And that is a biggest thing you can leave off, because end of the day, there are people who are going through a lot, and what you're trying to
Yeah.
do, it will help a lot of people as well. And thank you so much. And I wish you all the best. I enjoy your
Thank you so
evening.
much for having me.
Thank
You
you.
too. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
You're welcome.